Mars going into Leo status. You only wish it would last. You know, it's like summer, but it's not going to last for long. In December, it's going to go retrograde and then head back into Cancer. And meanwhile, Kitty Cat is growing through that phase here. You know, she's got her phases that she's going through. The main thing I wanted to talk about, the thing that just keeps tripping me out, is how that we can monetize this thing because, well, it can help a lot of people. Say, like, what if you really don't like your job that you're in? What if it's like completely abusive? Like, what if you're in an abusive relationship? That, you know how yeah, you can become codependent. See, there's interdependency, which is a whole different sensation than codependency. She's starting to bite my hand, and it's it's like I got to get her toy. I don't really want to play dragon fights with her. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, it just makes so much sense to, okay, especially if you are somebody who attracts attention. Pardon me. Let me just fix my hair. I did cut my hair. You know, as you noticed, my cat is temporarily weaning herself off with it. Um, but you know, I'm yeah. So, but nothing lasts forever. I mean, here we are, and I have the greatest things to say when I'm rolling around in my bed in the morning, right? And I should just kind of try and come here and talk about it. And I do. You know, you are at your most creative when it's 3 in the morning to 5 in the morning. Really, you can really be quiet enough to. This cat is starting to get into her playful mode, and when she does that, it's just time to play. It's it's time to play. Time to play. You have to hold these little things. Mm. Pardon me while I get her. Thank you, Australia, for being so awesome. You know, getting back to talking about how it's possible for all of us. And so I'm just like getting into the beginning um, sputter, I guess, about it. Like, you know, how possibly I want my cat to be in this on the scene. Here we can have this. I'm about to rearrange everything in my life, so I'm going to go from over there to over there. I really want to show my cat playing. It's a show, but the video game, this video game that we're playing. See if you figure we need to just kind of come together a little bit, and I don't know, like it's a you know, you can talk about community, and I do get a sense of the kinds of people that are congregating, and you know, they're all kind of very different kinds. Let me tell you that right now. I attract many different types of people. It depends on what type of myself that I'm displaying, right? And so, and I don't mind that. See, but a lot of times they might clash their personalities. I don't know, just people could get even possessive over me. But talking about it makes me think of, right, social credit scores and stuff like that. But see, that can get so washed by way of, well, first of all, there's something taking that over. You know, that's like the first thing that is going on with your education system, I guess. you're getting credit scores, right? You're getting like a validation, which isn't a bad thing, that says that you know how to obey a certain way. But see, the thing is that that's the complaint we have, is the obedient kind of blind worker, right? The stormtroopers who they can't drop it for the life of them, for the real life of our lives. Like, they can't just click out of the video game and go and sit on a grassy knoll and think, now this is it. You know what I mean? Consider the lilies, sunshine, and wow, Shauna, really? Drink up. I'm trying to get my cat on tape, but you cannot see her, but maybe her little paws. It's not light enough in here. I can turn on this other light. She's so cute. Sorry. Anyway, it's just different with Mars and Leo right now, even though it's kind of square to Scorpio. Scorpio, the sun is it's going to square my moon, and that's not easy. I was wanting to talk about the use for social media, really what could really happen for us, unlike anything, unlike anything before our time, is that we can take care of each other, of the worry of, say, that of course, the monetary system is putting on us. And it's up to content creators to do something amazing. Basically, there should be something that, talk about goes viral, something that catches on, but now the way it would catch on, it's a big be careful, because communications can start to expose and get people on the same wavelength. The more and more, say, that they cause an emergency, or emergencies start to happen, to where it begins to look like we're all just now having to really figure out on like a Mad Max level. Really, it wouldn't be so much our materials, right? It would just be, how do we, well, yeah, it would reflect outwardly if we were able to meet up and understand each other about what is happening. See, if we got on the same page, so to speak, right? And that's a matter, to me, that's a matter of, well, first of all, they create some kind of emergency, right? Where everybody collectively turns their head and starts doing the hokey pokey in accordance to their instructions. And now it's time to make that work for us, for whoever us is, okay? So I would love to pull out my little chalkboard and get into the club here, because us is you. But if we look at the word you, the way that I write it, it's EWE, which is just our biological arrangement. If you want to talk about it, we are the sheep, right? And that's all stuff that I've written down on the chalkboard here. And pardon me. Luckily, there's editing. So yeah, I mean, I would just mention in the beginning, like, well, I'm trying to, babes, it's not such a big deal if you think about it. If you have so-called friends, but really it's a community that you've started because you're Charles Manson. No, really, it has to be, really, if you do it right, you are.
Baby. Little sweetie. Little sweetheart. No. Ooh. she's being a bandit too. I have to grab her paws and stop her from doing it.
No! I just have to play with her. She has a lot of energy. So if you don't mind, I'm going to grab her toy and start playing. Ooh. I see a problem. Getting back to the men and women subject matter, which we have a Mars opposed Pluto in the air, and Mars rules men, and it's in the place of our feminine values and our domestic quality. And I don't know if you've noticed the houses floating down the streams from the war machine that they have just unleashed. But that's very picturesque of the Mars and Cancer view. Wow. And never mind what's really happened. That a lot of people have lost their lives and livelihood and everything. Really, it has never happened that way. And people are thinking it's climate change, huh? And it's biblical, and God is now coming to town and stuff like this. It's like, no, maybe open your minds a little bit and think a little bit. Good God. It's way more interesting to really pick up on, ow, damn cat, damn it. She's scratching the hell out of me every once in a while if I don't really pay attention, right? And it's actually a godsend, but I know it's temporary and she just needs to play. And I'm doing it, but her toy, I'm making it better. I promise. Here, what happened to her other part? Ow. Man, I have like blood on my legs every once in a while. There, make it stop bleeding. Um, it's just really different than, like, say, well, for sure, 25 years ago, there wasn't this kind of an opportunity, and boy, have we been failing ourselves and missing it. I wasn't on it for the full 25 years, otherwise, there would be a trend started already, but everything is happening in its due time. I'm being a little bit distracted. See, that's the thing, is that we are in a peculiar place here, and now let's talk about the faction of people that might be the side of the human organism that's not human, that might be, now we're getting into sci-fi, kind of trapped here, man. They have a man. They have a karma here, is to evolve, and maybe they don't make it out of the, say, the upper atmospheres, but it's not that. It's graduating into a place that is interdimensional. It's here now. And so this is obvious to me. Some of this stuff that I'm coming up with, that it sounds weird, but if you talk about the obvious that people are dealing with, and they would agree, oh yeah, no, there is a stigma between men and women, and then how that there's a subject matter of narcissism and the empath, and a lot of times it's that the man is the narcissist and the woman is the empath, but it's certainly not limited to gender. It's just that up until, like, okay, so the 1990s, that women were starting to be diagnosed heavily with the problem of narcissism, whatever that is, right? And so I'm saying, as a woman, like, can we clarify? Because that's you're saying like something like Chuckism, or Pamelaism. You're saying a name and then ism at the end. Narcissist isn't that somebody's name? And then there is a counterpart if you look for it. Comment section down below, or I'll put the little show up here talking about echo. That's narcissists, like, first love hate situation. where like basically to me it's like these ghosts that don't realize that they're even alive or there, but they're just coming to or something. It's a part of the organism that it would rather not ever come to. Really, if you can imagine a mind that is fully encapsulated, and I'm doing this because I don't want to get, pardon me, I don't want to get clawed. Claude, there's somebody named Claude out there. And you would think it was Dirt Claude, but no, we're talking about if you have a cat or a dog and they have a claw, it's possible that you can get clawed along with it. I mean, you might as well. You know, like I said, you either have an ape or a hamster. It depends on how big it is. It's the same as a hamster, though. I'm sorry. Let's talk about, do they pay enough for us to keep them singularly? Really, it's like, well, I have a hamster back home. I gotta go, and you don't have any time to do anything but play hamster cage. Now, can we break free of that? And can we cause less obstruction of the airwaves by way of what? Now, what am I saying? I almost said something, but it's an obvious to me now. Now, let me just go in a roundabout way. This is like contraband now. Um, I'm going to question women. Like, what are they thinking? Or are they thinking at all? No. A lot of them are moving to hell of fear, of mind, I guess, or something. Fear that is mine. That basically says that I better learn how to survive here. And of course, the government has helped us, really women, along to have kids and just toss aside the male figure. Um, just I can have kids and then I'll have something or something, someone to do something, right? And that is to raise them. And the government helps, right? They get paid. And it's like, oh, yeah, that kind of is interesting. I can see I need to cut more of my hair in a certain way. I have no idea. Pardon me, babes. I'm not really good at it, but I think I am going to have to get on it right now. Like right now. Like I happen to think that if I take this. Hi, cousins. How are you doing? Whoops, this is not a very sharp. Oh, if I don't do this right, like this, oh my God. Oh no, the cat is starting to scratch me. Look, this is my Aries rising, my Aries, my Mars and Cancer, and I'm saying, I don't have Mars and Cancer, but it's in Cancer right now, and I'm saying it's okay. You'll be surprised that I learned tips from a beautician, and she said with blonde hair, you don't cut a straight edge because it really shows up. You kind of cut it like this, and then you just, there you go. There, I have just centered it up. Ah, all right. Um, I made a video before this. I don't know if I'm gonna post it or not. Maybe it's the same video. Trying to talk about seriously. The reason why I am trying to get people to participate, and it needs to happen more. God, I just on social media, I do attract, okay, 400 people, right there it is. There's 417 people, and I imagine, if they all sent $1, it's a lot, but no, if they all sent $20, see, I have one person who's is doing the right thing by sending me money. I am so grateful that it's possible. See, okay, so I just need to have patience and say, man, that if that can happen for me like 400 times, just a year, that's, do the math. $25 times 400. Um, do the math. Where's my phone? see, I want you to see this and do this, but see, I'm not somebody who's at all interested in it. I don't like at all having wasted your energy or time and mine doing this money thing, talking about it, because I just want to like play my guitar, right, and have my cat playing in the background or something. And but let's talk money, okay? So I was about to tell you what 400 people sending me $25 would do. It would give me $10,000. And that's precisely the amount that I need. Well, actually, it's a little bit less than that, but I have an accumulation that needs to be paid off. I would tell you it's my house taxes, and I would tell people that it's a goal. See, now I think of now. See, I know that men can attract money into them, and it's known that they do a lot. That it's known that they are the dominators of that. They go and twist steel, right, and build things to make money. And having said that, are we impressed with the fucking massive amount of junk out there? Really, it could be simplified, but look at the rat holes that they are creating. I don't say we're creating them, but under whose orders? See, that's the thing. And whose idea is that, right? Is it money's idea? If it was money's idea, what it is, it's like it's just it's a loaf of bread, some broccoli, and maybe a steak's idea. Really, you want food because a lot of people do not want to starve. See, we're trying to reduce it down. What drives this fucking place into madness the way it is? It's just whatever you've done, just take a break. And nobody is really taking a break, right? It should be that we come together and go, God, isn't this amazing? And how is your peach farm doing? Say the Peachers or something. Maybe their last name is the Peaching Sons. I don't know, but see, I'm all for having a daily routine that we contribute every day. And I say that if you've ever looked at a garden growing, this thing might cut off, and I apologize if it does, but I'm going to keep going. It seems to just start feeding itself. All you have to do is tend to it a little bit. It's important to, if you want to like stimulate its growth and stuff, you have to tend to it and actually cut it back. It's actually a problem. It starts growing profusely, and if you don't like take care of it like that and cut it back, a lot of it is cutting back that you have to do, and then a lot of it is like, let's get these. You have to pick those fruits off, and you have to get them into some place and somewhere. Now, it's not up to just one person to do that, or one machine, or one kind of people. But now, backing up, when I say one kind of people, see, I'm the kind of person who can contribute. See, I don't like to feel like I'm the only one that has the idea out there in the middle of the fucking field. See, it's a strange ecology out there when we talk about just human, the so-called human ecology. It's not human yet. If it was, I would be heard more on this thing, and it would be like, oh yeah, no, I get it. I do have a PayPal account, and so I can rally up like, see, it doesn't have to be me giving you $25. I can rally up five more people and they can pitch in $5 and we can go like that. And I hate to sound, but see, I'm a musician. And I'm like, wait a minute, you people don't know how to play any of this? None? There are plenty of notes out there as far as the ecology of outer space, the final frontier, the truth, and we're grabbing substance and creating, like my cat over there, she's like, I can't believe I can get on the bed. It's like, babe, that's always been there. And so take care. It's like this garden that is too much. Watch out. She's about to jump on the shelf and fuck everything up. And I'll have to clean it out. I wanted to take the shelf off anyway. I want to turn this part of the room into a little studio for winter time. and I want to be able to do things for people. See, but in the beginning, see, people like entertainment, right? People want me to play music. People want to hear a story, and I don't mind that. See, I don't mind. I'm not a people pleaser. I'm an entertainer, and I do it naturally. I have done a lot here under duress of a lot of stress, right? And but we're moving right along. I know that there's some dire issues that we need to start covering, and I do try to cover it. What the hell is this? My neck. Um, like the quality of the human relating that we're doing, but yeah, when you see a full spectrum like picture of something, I do see it, and I would love to communicate it on a detailed level. I've been kind of coming up with some weird. It's harsh to me. It's like, oh, it's the obvious, and we're heading back to Christ Jesus over there, and let's just about that and wonder how to make sense of it besides for going completely fairy tale, and let's ignore the simple truth. And there now we have rituals and even spells, spell doers, and all this. What divining tool do we use to figure out what you need to figure out with your own faculties, particularly if you are in a so-called relationship with people? What I mean is, what's your interaction? What is the quality of the interaction that you're having? Why? Right? Bottom line, because that money thing, we see a lot of people chugging to that fucking system. And it's like there's so many people, and it's so dangerous. The more and more that ecology is like there, but not there, right? Like, say, okay, so um, uh, just a bunch of idiots that, okay, so like the past few years, what happened with me and my old dog when it got older, and it was doing its like basically its last death throes. Nothing I can do about it. She's getting skinnier. She's going up to the top of the driveway and walking, and people see her, and she's always done that, but now that she's skinny and terrible looking because she's heading towards her end of life process, babes, you hear it everywhere. That it fucking bugs me because you hear it now on commercials. They say, yeah, we had our dog on kibble and the other stuff, and it was terrible because they tell you what the health problems are being caused, how they live their life, how you're supposed to think it's a life expectancy, that it's normal that they get ill and listless and tired and tumor bound and tired and teeth problems and all this shit. And they say, but then we changed their food. And it's like, babes, I was battling that towards the end. I was doing really good with it. And of course, no, I was doing really great. But no, she was also getting older. She got up to 22 or 20 years old. Now, how old do you want a fucking dog to get? She was a bigger dog, too. And anyway, God, what my story is how that the neighbors, at first they wanted to know me, and they did, and they were kind of giving me business, right? We were doing transaction because they could see that I could contribute into a part of their life. It was like, God, they didn't know, and they were actually bragging about it to other people. And it's like, babe, could you shut up? Because stupid people are more dangerous than anything. So then, but then they decided to turn. You see, it's a money there. If it's a lot of money there, they're going to judge you for not having money, and they'll see, oh, your patio isn't finished; it needs a few more stones or something, or yeah, you have a leak in your pipe over there, or you have a rip in your couch, and your dog is sure skinny, and it's like, babe, shut up. Went on that side, like everybody, like you're in school there, and you're looking down on people. That's basically it. And it's like, oh, really impressive. So that's how the neighborhood turned out right here. It's like, and they're not even present. They're not even there. So my point is unfortunately, see, this would be the route that we need to go. Of course, it's a big of course, because babes, there isn't 417 people subscribed to me out there, you know. Um, the possibility of 417 people sending me $100. Check that out, man. See, there's one subscriber that has sent me well into $200 now, and I'm like, that's the way you're supposed to do it. And help everybody around us, because if we're like confused, but we're in a relationship perhaps that is codependent, that has our financing all screwed up, and we're doing other things, right, that we don't want to do. It's not stupid. Can we end that? So I was getting back to, let me see what, just to blow your guys' mind. Come on, this is something I'm not interested in, but I am, because it's like, look, I have a little bit to take care of, and I would love to be able to take care of my my mission is to entertain and stay buoyant. And it's a certain entertainment. See, I would do more and more comedy. I would do a lot more comedy. That is, see, the best comedy is just the truth. Really condense down and start talking about the truth, and even get angry. But anyway, now 400 times 100. I think somebody else can do this. Wow, look at that. $40,000. That's nothing. And see, this could all be taxless if you know how to say it right. Say, this is just gift. People are giving me this because I provide them, and they're like, what kind of service? And it's like, well, it's just being human. I, um, they like that I've got their mind stimulated, and I made them see maybe a breakthrough happens in perception. And I know what that is. I know what that is. To tell you the truth, there's something I don't like mention it enough. I mean, of course, but it's a big of course. That's what we're doing. See, when the planets go into Gemini, we do have um, Uranus. Here's my little baby, by the way. She's finally calmed down.
Dada, sweetheart, ma.
She's just, she's very interested in a lot of things. She's really high tech, and she's a dragon. So dragons are if you knew about the dragon myth or phenomena, all it is just the left and the right spheres, that now we have this helix going on. Sorry, let me do it here. It's like this, right? Ugh. The H, hydrogen, the water factor, the rainbow that is caused by the waters, specklets put together. We have now, if you can imagine, our third eyes, or our that's located in our brains. Each person is a droplet of water, and they have access to all of this color, and um, in a very different way. See, I'm talking about it now. Thank you for listening. Wow, I'm minute 38. I hope this is worth a penny for you guys. Please send. Sorry. No, really, I'm serious about that. And if content creators are stimulating other people and inspiring other people in any way, shape, or form, it should be. Oh God, my hair. Sorry about this. I'm gonna fix it better. I'm gonna see. I didn't do it yet, where I kind of go like this, and then I cut it, but I won't do it here. But I'll get it, I guess, from my mouth down. Just get it more tapered, and that's better. Anyway, not a hairstylist myself, but I've been having to do it myself, because I've gone to hairstylists who claim to be hairstylists. Where I live, they are not hairstylist babes. They're just praying that somebody will come in and give them money. And but then there's the problem of having to cut hair and do an actual transfer and contribute in. And it's like, whoo! It's almost something that I would get good at, after a while. But give us a little time here, us entertainers. What are we gonna do? Artists and stuff, really, I want to convert. I'm gonna slowly but surely do it. I hope, catch the routine. but there is my worry of my financial goal that I want to reach, and I was hoping to just talk to you people. See, the thing is, it's like, see, men like the word goal, and they like to work together and reach those goals. That's the secret behind men, and it's like, well, so I can do this, but I can get a hold of men more. I guess my Facebook has a lot of that possibility, and I'm just trying to make people see. It's like, babe, look, I'm not asking for much, but see, if it was a lot of people, see, if it was 200 people and they sent me $200, I mean, $100 each, that's $20,000. God, what? That is a no-brainer. Just do it somehow. It's tripping me out. How can I get this going for me? I might be a little impatient about it. See, it's only 2 or 3 months that I've had my PayPal account and my Cash App, and some people who I think it's just based in pure appreciation that I've, well, no, see, the real use for it is to understand that it's a support system away from the oppressors, away from abusers, away from your government. Probably, yeah. What if it is? How about what the government has manufactured as just robots going to town out there? And yeah, they're starting to love their robots, aren't they? Robots loving robots. Everybody knows that the narcissist is a robot. It's just the mind. It's just binary processing. She's doing some kind of finger licking, which is strange. She's just getting out of her little, being a little baby, and going through that. She's so special. She's so sweet. It's a trip because she does get into that play mode where it's like you think that she's gone evil and she really hates you, and you're going to take it personally that she's biting and really wanting to attack. And it's like, no, you have to filter that. You have to direct it and play like I was. And we've been playing all morning, actually, and now she's just tired, and she went into total sweet mode and not biting, but giving kisses and being sweet. And yes, this can be paid to exercise in the background. Just imagine if 200 people sent me $100, I would get some tights on and say, and today I'm going to do yoga. Do yoga with me today. Hitting 50, by the way, I'm at level 50, and I can tell you, see, on Facebook, I'm gonna start telling people, babes, I'll talk to you for $25, and I'll offer you, I'll do a darn, God, I hate this video. If you can give me the place that you were born, and the year, and the day, and I could look it up if anywhere in the world and get the chart going and study it. Once I start knowing your planets, I keep you in my mind forever, really. But that's just the way kind of mind I have, and so that's the kind of red space that you can have in my mind for just $100, really a year, right? If 400 people sent me $100, that's all I need per year. That's it. A lot of people are doing stuff like that online. They're working for something else, though. They're doing something else for something else, and I say let's just go like this. Wow, and say it's a gift, and thumb your nose at the government over there. Starve them out of their shitty attention that they need, which is fear-based, hunger, scarcity, running for your life based.